Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is March 3rd, Wednesday, and Big Brother Canada kicks off today. So I will be trying to do what I did last year, and succeeded last year, which is be a TV-only viewer of Big Brother Canada. We'll see how that works. I'm a bit more active on Twitter currently than I was last year. And I have a bit more people that I follow, and so it may mean that I get a bit more information. I don't know. I don't know how invested I will be in it. It's hard telling. The house guests moved in this past weekend. And there will be no studio audience on the show. So it'll be a different experience, or it'll be like the end of last year's Big Brother Canada and all of Big Brother USA. We'll have to see. I think I already mentioned the controversy. One of the house guests was pulled and has been replaced with another one before they even went into the house because of things that came out after the cast was announced, which is always interesting. And as I said, I wondered, it's like, wow, do they question the ability of the people that did the casting to properly vet the people that have been cast? Haven't heard any major fallout from that yet, but since they did get rid of them, or as some people say, Twitter got rid of them, because Twitter's, the Twitterverse or other people, the ones that kind of called them out for this person's issues in the past. So that's going on. I thought maybe the Circle UK, the celebrity version, would start this week, but I guess maybe it starts next week. The article I cited initially, or the article that I read initially this weekend when I said I thought it started this week, appears to have been inaccurate, not well written, so it was hard to interpret what they meant. So it looks like it starts next week. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Circles again. I like that show. And one other thing. Oh, the Paramount Plus. Now, I think today is the last day that you can sign up for a year at 50% off of Paramount Plus. And when you're signing up for CBS All Access, and you're subscribing to CBS All Access for a year using the coupon code Paramount Plus, I believe that's what it was. You should check my Twitter timeline to make sure that's exactly what it is. I can't remember for sure, but I think that's what it is. And someone tweeted at me last night or this morning or late that the coupon code wasn't working for them, and I'm wondering if it expired today. So it may be too late to get that deal. But I do believe that I read that the monthly fee for Paramount Plus is going to be $4.99, which is cheaper than $5.99, so it's $1 less. So actually, if all you're into CBS All Access for is for the live feeds, it just may be $3 cheaper for you, assuming you get like 3 months. If you just do 3 months worth, so it may be $15 instead of $18, which is, and that's all you want out of it. That's great. I did choose to get the free year, which ended up being for $30 once you took the 50% off. To me, $30. Okay, I'll throw $30 at something for a year. Now, remembering to cancel next year will be the key thing. Actually, I think I can cancel at any time, and they'll just give me the whole year. There's no prorated refund in this case, so probably in a month or so, I'll probably cancel the service. But of course, I will have the service for an entire year, and then it will just stop working, which to me would be better than being automatically charged a year from now, $60 or whatever the number is then, and being ticked off. Because frankly, I'm not going to use the service that much. I'm not going to be, they'll have some movies and stuff, and they have some old shows, but I have ways to watch a lot of this stuff if I want to. Maybe they're not, ethically the best ways, I suppose. Anytime you kind of go around, do an end run around these providers that are paying for the licensing of these shows and watch it. If you go to Daily Motion, for example, to watch some shows, technically some of those shows are probably that are on Daily Motion are going against the legal ease of you can't broadcast this stuff. But I know, for example, I went to look for Alfred Hitchcock show the other day because I missed the very last part of an episode and I wanted to see how it ended. And I think one option was probably to rent it on Prime. But oh look, Daily Motion has the complete. There was like 4 different versions of that episode on Daily Motion. So I went to Daily Motion and watched it. I'm not losing any sleep over that. But anyways, back to Paramount Plus. So Paramount Plus comes out or switches over, I think, tomorrow. But those of you that are on CBS All Access, you will continue to have CBS All Access or some form of it. The big thing that will change, I think in June, they said, possibly, is that you won't have access to live local stations anymore, or your local station live anymore. They're dropping local affiliates when going to Paramount Plus, which is something they really didn't have when CBS All Access started, and then they added it. I thought it was a really good thing, and I do think some people are going to be unhappy and disappointed that have come to depend on that as the way to watch their local television live. And also to watch, I don't know how that's going to work with like Big Brother. Are people not going to be able to watch Big Brother live on their computer? They're going to have to watch it on one of the TV services, as opposed to Paramount Plus will not be a live streaming service as far as I know. It'll be just be, all on-demand content. Or maybe they'll start going to live stuff. It's hard to tell. This stuff is all changing all the time. And frankly, as I've seen written up, costs are, the sum total of your costs is now getting back around the range of where it was when you just had one provider. I had a Comcast. We paid a boatload of money every year for Comcast, and I finally cut that about 2 years ago. Did PlayStation Plus for almost a year, and then it went away, or PlayStation, whatever it was called. Now I've been doing YouTube TV, but YouTube TV is $60 a month. Although, which that's okay, but it's also that we also have Netflix, which we've had forever, which is now gone from like $9 to $13 or whatever, and we don't have Disney anymore. We do have Prime, but Prime at this point is still a add-on to the Prime that we're using for Amazon. We do buy a lot of stuff through Amazon, and so that's where I see the Prime as the TV part or the movie part of Prime is just oh yeah, by the way, you get this too. And frankly, we don't use it that much. Oh, this is delving into a discussion of cutting the cord. There is always the fallback of an antenna and a DVR, which I also have, and I have my little side project of Lowcast TV. Lowcast is $5 a month, and if you live in certain areas, you can get local broadcasting. There is no DVR feature; it is just live TV. I happen to be in the Chicago shadow, and so I can get all the local broadcast stations out of Chicago. Which there was another service called AirPlay, was it? Whatever it was called, which went away, which was similar to that. And it got shut down. So I don't know how long this service may last. It may not. But it is technically, it says it's free. It's not for profit. But they do charge $5 a month if you don't want them to stick in nag screens every 10 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes. And I did finally decide that I found something else that I was spending $5 a month on that I really didn't use anymore or need anymore. So I dropped that thing and switched it over to this Lowcast, and I found a way, and partly because I found a way to integrate it with my Plex system, which Plex is a way to share your media, movies, any TV shows you've recorded, anything like that, which I have a boatload of. I ripped all my old DVDs and stuff to computer files, so I can stream that stuff. And there is a way to integrate Lowcast with your Plex to turn your Plex into a DVR. And so I actually do use my Plex server as a DVR, and using Roku, I'm throwing all these different names out here at you guys, I can use it just like I would a streaming service. I can go through a guide, I can see what's on the Lowcast, and I can choose to record things and watch them later, and I can pause the show in the middle of watching it and then resume playing it. It's actually pretty darn good for $5 a month. It's not bad. Now, again, it's only broadcast channels, but that still can be a substantial part of watching. Plus, I've gotten quite hooked on watching the Me TV channel as a background noise, kind of a TV watching experience. And with that, guys, I am going to sign off. Again, Big Brother Canada, which will not be on any of the things I mentioned. Tracking it down will be interesting. We'll figure that out tonight. I will probably figure out what options are out there for watching Big Brother Canada. I mean, there are ways for people to watch it live if you know certain websites to go to, but frankly, some of those websites are a bit sketchy. They're a bit... I just don't like to recommend it to people because there's the chance you might get some pop-up ads and stuff that are really annoying, or potential for even malware. So I don't tend to recommend them. I trust myself to go to them, but I don't trust telling somebody else, oh, go here, and then having them get, having computer problems because I told them to go to a website. So that's why I tend to not push those sites as places to go. Just because, again, I know how to do it, but I don't necessarily trust others. Just like with people that are trying to watch the actual Big Brother Canada live feeds, which are free, by the way, but you have to live in Canada or know how to fool the system. Many of you have heard the term VPN now. But I am not going to try to teach someone how to use a VPN or which one to use and all that stuff. I know how to do it, but I just can't try to teach someone, because the second you start to do that, as I have learned throughout the years, you suddenly become that person's tech support person. I don't want to be people's tech support person. I learned that many, many years ago when I got into computers, that the second you start helping your friends and family, suddenly you're their go-to person. And as a case, I have a computer on my kitchen countertop at home right now that a friend brought over because it wasn't working. Now, I completely volunteered to do this one. With the caveat that I thought it's probably not going to be fixable. It was a laptop. As it turned out, it was just a bad hard drive, and I happen to have extra hard drives sitting around since I have a bunch of computer junk, and I was able to get them back up and running at no charge, because I'm not looking to make money off of that kind of work. And if I don't charge, I don't feel as guilty the next time when I say, no, can't do it. So, that's it, guys. Again, welcome to my world. Side notes and going down rabbit holes and getting sidetracked. But I got to get into work. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I don't know when I'll talk to you next. You never know. As of now, I may talk to you tomorrow, or I may not talk to you the rest of the week. We'll see. But I hope you're all well. Oh, side note. I am getting my first vaccine shot at the end of this month. So they just changed the stuff in Indiana, and I now qualify. So I have signed up, and I am getting my shot at the end of the month. Woohoo! Yay! Hope all of you are getting yours sometime soon, or have already had it. All right, take care. Be well. Bye-bye.